begin and make the perfect Sunday roast. We're going to start prepping the chicken. Get yourself a nice pair of strong kitchen scissors and remove the spine from the chicken. You can use a sharp knife if you don't have any kitchen scissors. Then flip the bird over and wait for the pop. Just press down until it's all nice and flat. You can tuck the wings in as well, because if they stick up, they'll get burnt and you don't want that. So the chicken's prepped. You can... What did you... Okay. So slap the chicken and then cut up the spine alongside the legs as well, just to really maximize the flavor in the chicken stock. Dice up your veg. Here I've gone for 2 onions, a shallot, and 1 whole bulb of garlic as well. That's going to go on the base of the chicken. So pop the chicken on top of the veg, cover it in olive oil, and then season generously with salt, some black pepper, and then also some smoked paprika as well. Finish it off with some fresh herbs. I chose thyme, but you can use rosemary, sage, those go really well with it too. Cover it well with foil, and then it's ready to go into the oven 180 to 200 degrees Celsius for 45 minutes. Once it's had that initial 45 minutes, remove the foil and then whack it back in the oven for another 45 minutes for the skin to get really nice and crispy. Now the chicken's done. We're going to take that, rest it on a cooling rack, and cover it with some foil for about half an hour whilst we work on the rest of the roast. Now I'm going to show you how to make the best gravy. Gravy. Baby. See, even Biggie agrees, mine's the best. Into boiling water goes the bones, a shallot, some garlic and bay leaves. Boil that for around 45 minutes to an hour whilst the chicken is cooking. Strain that, add vermouth and cider, and cook out the booze. While that's cooking off, we're going to strain the chicken juices, all that beautiful onion and garlic. We're going to run that through a sieve and maximize all that flavor. Pour that beautiful chicken juice into the sauce, and then we're going to thicken this sauce up and make it a real nice gravy. Into the sauce goes cornflour mixed with butter until it's nice and smooth, and this will take about 20 seconds, 30 seconds max to thicken up. Just keep whisking until it coats the back of the spoon and it's beautiful and silky. There'll be no lumps in this, that's why we combine the butter with the cornflour. Season to taste, and then you're done. Now let's move on to the most amazing golden brown, crispy on the outside, fluffy in the middle roast potatoes. Dice your potatoes, making sure they're all of a similar size. Then you're going to boil them until you can run a knife through it, and then they get this like fluffy kind of outer layer. That's the perfect consistency you want. Coat them in corn flour, toss them around in that corn flour until they're well coated and they look something like this. While all this has been happening, I've preheated my pan with some goose fat in it. If you don't have goose fat, use any old oil, it's fine, don't worry about it. But yeah, it should be really nice and hot, so once you put the potatoes in, they start forming that crispy layer immediately. You can see you're almost kind of shallow frying them really. Spread them out nice and evenly, then season with, again, some fresh thyme, black pepper, and salt. Again, you can use rosemary, any other kind of herbs that you want, that's fine. After about 20 minutes, just pull them out, flip them over, just to make sure each and every potato is getting nice and crispy. Keep doing this every 15 to 20 minutes. Keep pulling them out and tossing and turning them. And this is the result. Hard work paid off. I promised you crispy on the outside and fluffy in the middle. There you go. Now the final stage of a perfect roast are homemade Yorkshire puddings. So here we go. Preheat a muffin tray with about 1 centimeter of sunflower oil in each pot. Mix the eggs, flour, and milk, whisking the whole time until nice and smooth. Transfer that into something that's easy to pour out of. Get yourself a nice big spoon ready, and once that muffin tray is really nice and hot, and I do mean really nice and hot, once it gets to almost smoking level, then you're ready to pour. Fill up the individual pots around 3/4 of the way with your batter, using the spoon to catch any excess. Make sure nothing gets caught on the sides because it will stop the rise of the Yorkshires if it does. Bake for 15 minutes at 220 and then you'll get these beautiful bad boys. So there you have it, the perfect roast. If you learned something, enjoyed the video, please share it, give it a thumbs up and subscribe. Thanks a lot for watching.